Hi everyone, this is your nurse Wina. Welcome back to my channel. In this presentation, I will share to you some nursing mnemonics related to pharmacology drugs. Let's take a look some NCLEX question and their rationale. Don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel and follow me on my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok account. Let's go! Herbal medicine to avoid if there is bleeding. Always remember the 4G: ginger, ginseng, ginkgo biloba, and garlic. We also have other herbal medicine: black cohost for premenopause symptoms, saw palmetto for BPH, hawthorn for hypertension, heart failure, and high cholesterol. We also have St. John's wort for depression and insomnia, kava for anxiety and insomnia, licorice for stomach ulcers, bronchi, viral infection, and aid for digestion. We have beta 1 and beta 2 blocker, which can decrease the heart rate. The beta 1 is a selective that can cause decrease in heart rate and safe for asthmatic and COPD patient. So for beta 1, always remember BABAEM. What are those beta 1 blocker? We have bisoprolol, atenolol, betasolol, acetabulol, esmolol, and metoprolol. Beta 2 is a non-selective that can cause bronchoconstriction. Always remember PPP and TS. What are those medicine under beta 2? Propranolol, pindolol, penbutolol, nadolol, timolol, and the last one is sotalol. For the intrauterine device or the IUD, we need to watch out the mnemonics pains. P for period is short, A abdominal pain, I for infection, N not feeling well, and S string to check once a month. So IUD inserted during menstrual period, it is effective up to 10 years, but not protected with STD. Copper, it is effective immediately, while levonorgestrel effective after 2 days. Insulin mixing. So how do we mix insulin? So always remember, not ready, ready now. So we need to aspirate first the clear, then the cloudy. So always remember, not ready, ready now. Aspirate clear first, then the cloudy. We have different types of insulin. We have the long-acting, intermediate, regular or short, and the rapid fast. For the long-acting, there's no peak, and then the duration is 24 hours, and long-acting medicine like Lantus, Glargine, and Levemir cannot be mixed. Intermediate, which has a peak hour of 4 to 6 hours, and then the duration is 14 hours, and it is cloudy. So what are the brand under the intermediate? We have NPH and Humulin N. The next type of insulin is the regular or the short. So the peak hour is 2 to 4 hours, duration 5 to 8 hours, and it is clear. So what are those brand under the regular or short insulin? They are the Humulin R and Novolin R. The last one is the rapid fast. What is the peak of the rapid or fast? We have 30 to 90 minutes, or the onset is 15 minutes. And then the duration, 3 to 5 hours. It cannot be mixed. So what are those brand that cannot be mixed? The Lispro or the Humalog, Aspart or the Novolog, and then the Glucilin or the Apidra. So during the peak, it's very important to check for hypoglycemia. Before exercise, eat carbs at least 30 minutes. How to prepare the medicine? First is inject air to intermediate, then inject air to regular, and then aspirate from the regular, and then aspirate from the intermediate. The Humulin R or the Novolin R are the only medicine that can be given through IV. The Lispro, Humulog, Aspart, Novolog, don't give it if patient will not eat. So over-the-counter to avoid if taking potassium-sparing diuretics. Always remember the mnemonics CAAN. C for cough and cold drugs, A for antacid, A for acetaminophen, and then N for NSAIDs. Potassium-sparing diuretics are spironolactone and amiloride hydrochloride. No potassium-rich food. Always remember, no potassium-rich food, no salt substitute, no high-salt food, and monitor for cardiac arrhythmia.
They will give you a question that requires critical thinking, not only to solve the dosage, but also for you to analyze the nursing management. What nursing management are you going to give to your patient who are receiving the medication? So it's very important for you to know the side effect, the contraindication, and the appropriate nursing management.
So let's take a look some NCLEX question. A client with DN type 1 who takes NPH daily in the morning calls the nurse to report recurrent episodes of hypoglycemia with exercise. Which statement by the client indicates an adequate understanding of the peak action of NPH, insulin, and exercise? So always remember, we have 4 types of insulin: long-acting, intermediate, regular, and rapid. For the long-acting, there's no peak. For the intermediate, 4 to 6 hours. For the regular, 2 to 4 hours. For the rapid, 30 to 90 minutes. Let's analyze the question. The patient has type 1 diabetes and taking NPH daily in the morning. The nurse is informed that the patient experienced hypoglycemia with exercise. Which statement by the client indicates an adequate understanding of the peak of NPH insulin? So NPH is intermediate. The peak time for intermediate or NPH is 4 to 6 hours. And during the peak time, the patient can experience hypoglycemia and it is necessary for the patient to eat. So when is the best time for the patient to exercise is after breakfast. So to avoid hypoglycemia. So NCLEX question number 2. A client newly diagnosed with type 1 diabetes is taking an intermediate acting insulin at 7 o'clock daily. The nurse should monitor the client close for which signs and symptoms in the late afternoon. So let's take a look. Intermediate, the peak hour is 4 to 6 hours and the duration is 14 hours. So hunger, shakiness, and cool clammy skin. Yes, because this is the signs of hypoglycemia. Remember, high wash, headache, irritable, weak, anxious, sweat, and hungry. So the correct answer is letter B. So NCLEX question number 3. A nurse is preparing an educational presentation on herbal supplements for the local community center. So palmetto is one herbal medicine being discussed. Which audience participants would find this information beneficial? So what about sopalmetto? It is intended for patients with BPH. So black cohost for premenopause symptoms, hawthorn for hypertension, heart failure, and high cholesterol, St. John's wort for depression and insomnia, kava for anxiety and insomnia, licorice for stomach ulcer, bronchi, and viral infection, and also aid for digestion. So the correct answer is letter C. Elderly clients with benign prostatic hyperplasia. If there's a client diagnosed with heart failure, it is hawthorn. Client experiencing major depression disorder, St. John's wort. Perimenopausal client experiencing hot flashes, that is black cohost. Number 4. The nurse is caring for the client who will have a copper intrauterine device insert. When reinforcing teaching related to the copper IUD, which of the following nurse statements are appropriate? Select all that apply. Always remember pains. So we need to reinforce teaching related to the following mnemonics. Letter P, period is short. So if you have intrauterine inserted, the period is short. There is possible for abdominal pain, possible for infection. you will not feeling well, and then you should check the string once a month. So for this question, select all that apply. The correct answer is letter B, letter D, and letter E. So, NCLEX question number 5. The nurse is preparing to administer insulin Lispro at 1700 to a client with type 1 diabetes whose blood glucose level was 245 mg per dl or 13.6 millimole per liter at 16:45 hour. During what time frame is the client at highest risk for hypoglycemia? So, Lispro is a rapid fast. So, the peak hour for the Lispro is 30 to 90 minutes. So, when is the client has a high risk for hypoglycemia? 30 to 20 The nurse is preparing to administer morning medications to a client with type 2 DM and ESRD who is scheduled for dialysis today. Which medication should the nurse hold for clarification prior to administration? So let's take a look. Atenolol is the correct answer. Why? Because we cannot give atenolol before dialysis because it can cause hypotension. So, hypertensive drugs, we should be withheld or hold. Calcium acetate, there is a retained phosphorus, calcium acetate to bind the phosphorus to excrete by the body. So, insulin Lispro is a fast-acting with a peak of 15 minutes. So, it's okay to give to the patient. And then vitamin E, it is a fat-soluble vitamin, so it's okay to give to the patient. Always remember, taking medication is valid if given in a right prescription and diagnosis. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel and follow me on my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok account. See you then on my next video.